Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. This show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that this show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I am Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Yes, you are.
Yes. And like we always say, welcome back for some fucking reason. Well, I mean, we're assuming that
hopefully
that you've been
welcome
here before. Oh, yes. Welcome for the first
Fingers
time.
crossed.
Foreigner has a song about that. Feels like the first time.
Oh.
Like, you only get that feeling once, I'm guessing.
Is it the first time or the last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're back, and we just would have experienced the holidays.
Yes.
One, Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And it was the Canadian
no,
Boxing Day? Or that's a Christmas thing?
I don't know.
Xmas, right? Sorry.
No, Black Friday is a holiday for me. I get super excited for that.
Well, I mean, I get it off work.
Me too.
Cerny took it off. Some of our friends are... we were out Black Friday shopping. Cern and I were, and we were texting. Who's snagging deals? And Joe and Dana...
Snagging Z's.
They were, snagging Z's because they had to work in the morning, a couple of rubes.
Yeah.
Which they are.
Yeah. Lifetime.
Anyway, so Cerny and I were reminiscing over the lackluster Black Friday-ness that was.
It's not like it used to. And actually, we took some of the neighbor kids, Patrick, because I know he's an avid listener.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
They'd never been. So I think they were thinking it was the pushing and, you know.
They wanted to trample some fools?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, well, when we went in, it was kind of like a very busy...
Just like a busy...
you know.
You'll probably, in fact, see a busier day if you go shopping on, like, the 22nd of December or something.
Yeah.
If that's a Saturday or whatever.
I don't... I was telling him, this is not like it used to be.
Yeah.
You know, Chipper and I used to wait out, half drunk, in the cold, in the parking lot,
Well,
sleeping.
I mean, half drunk was still accurate, but...
in the parking lot, running through. The doors would open. They wouldn't even have a... Because now it's kind of like a line, like doing stages.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to...
Like, everyone's guaranteed. Everyone gets a trophy.
Everyone gets a TV.
Yeah.
Welcome to Target.
I couldn't
Dude,
believe...
I went today.
They still have them out, yeah.
They still have them.
Yeah.
The fucking good one.
And we're recording today. This is 2 days after the fact? Day after the fact.
Yeah, right. Small Business Saturday.
That's right. So
I went and I supported a small business. We went to breakfast in a small business, and then went to Target. Counteraction. I'm like, Small Business Saturday, where should we go? Costco. Let's go to Costco. Walmart.
Yeah, we went to Walmart too.
Yeah.
And they still had some of those deals out. You're right. Before, back in the heyday, it was gone. The
within
first
30 minutes.
Yeah. The first 15 people took it.
And now that this is the Black Friday recap show, my wife goes, if they have I don't even know what this fucking thing's called. It's like it's a hint. Fucking hell. Well, I'm gonna look it up now.
Was that Target?
It's at Target, but they're everywhere. It's like, it looks like a Furby almost. Oh my god.
Oh, those Hatchimals?
There you go.
Hatchimals?
Yeah.
Hatchimals?
Hatchimals. There you go.
Yeah, okay.
And I went with my brother, and she's like, check if they have a Hatchimal, because you buy them for $20 and on eBay for like $100 or something.
Oh, they're hot.
She's like, and then if you find those, get the ones that are XYZ or Fire or some shit. I'm like, okay. So we went there, and like, when I worked at Circuit City, when someone would come in and ask for like the really stupid question, I would give them a really stupid fucking smart-ass answer, and we're like, do you have any Hatchimals or whatever the fuck they're called?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, we sold out of those. I'm like, no sass, no sarcasm. What? Thank you, sir. Thank you. But we didn't get a Hatchimal, and we just like...
You know what kills me is when I saw them originally, this is...
Oh, you saw them in stock?
In stock. They were in the store, so I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
What? Fucking explain it to me.
It's like an egg.
Okay.
And they're like hatches, and it's like a toy. These are big. I think they're big, decent size. This is a great pot. I'm showing my hands. But They're decent sized eggs, and they kind of like, and they hatch into a toy.
Oh my God! There's YouTube videos have 1 million, 2 million views. Hold on, let's watch one of these. I think the sound will come through on here now, the way we have it set up.
I can hear it.
Hey,
Okay.
everybody, this is
Hopefully
Sarah.
you can.
Welcome to
Hopefully you can hear it. We're
Today,
watching
I
this video on
finally
YouTube.
purchased
Do you need to see it,
one
Cerny?
Hatchimal.
Okay.
This
Let's
one
turn
is a
the
targeted
whole fucking
exclusive.
operation of the pod.
Seen in reviews yet,
Let's
although
Do a
hopefully
visual. We'll talk about
We'll
it.
do a
I'm very
visual.
excited to
Okay.
see what this particular
So-
one is like.
So the egg's
According to the front of
about.
the box, my Hatchimal could
Oh,
either
okay,
be
it's bigger than
this
I
white
expected.
little guy
Shh,
or
lady.
this
About 9
God, her
inches.
fucking voice is insufferable.
The Target
I would say it's
exclusive
almost like a
set
football. If you
color
cut 3/4 of a
egg.
football off,
Targets
the
are
same
black
shape.
with
It's
white
speckled. Looks paint
speckles.
paint splattered
I thought they
egg.
would've
It's about a
chosen maybe
9
like
inch.
a red color,
Judging
You know
by
what that
it.
looks like, Cerny.
Interesting that they chose the pink instead.
Okay, so what's it
All right,
full?
let's get this box
She's hitting it
open.
and she's stroking it. I'm
She's
getting
showing it.
slightly
Whoa,
aroused.
Whoa, semi going.
She gives a mean hand job, apparently. Hatchimals.
Giant Hatchimals.
Giant Hatchimals.
Super cute.
Okay.
Once I got
Oh,
it
they want you to go to
right
the
out of
YouTube
box,
channel.
It started talking to me.
Okay,
You
let's.
can see down
This
here,
fucking
this
video
is
is
where
7
the
minutes. There's no way
speaker
we can
is.
watch all this.
Go to the bottom.
Oh, what the hell?
It's made out of
Do you turn it on?
plastic. It feels kind of plasticky.
What the
Also
fuck?
included in the
here?
box was this giant
Hold on, do you hear it
Hatchimal
talking?
Yeah, I
instruction
do.
booklet. Wow, I was not prepared for this.
She's like
She's
rubbing
rubbing
it.
it.
Also included
And
this
it's
Hatchimal
like crushing it like
Hold on,
balls.
hold on.
I'll probably be needing this right when my Hatchimal
Oh, it lights up.
Oh, it talks to you? Oh, I fucking need one of these.
Oh my
Seriously
God, lights
cannot
up.
believe how chatty my little Hatchimal is. This is
So
super,
she's tapping
super
on
cool.
the Hatchimal
You know what, though?
egg,
There are supposed
and
to
it's
be
like
some
lighting
lights
up and
coming
talking
out
to
of the
her.
egg. I'll need to turn off the lights so you guys can see them better. Now that it's darker here, let me show you if I can find the lights. Oh, there they are. Isn't that weird? Those are a hot pink color, so that just
so it
means
had
that
dirt.
my little Hatchimal
Okay,
is
hold on. So we're pausing it. Wow, this is.
Now,
I'm fucking fascinated.
I didn't know it lit up. From what I just, because I just kind of saw it briefly.
Yeah.
I thought you just attached the egg and there was a toy inside. I didn't know it interacted with you, so this is actually even cooler than I
Okay,
thought.
this
But-
is fucking Chip and Cerner, Team Hatchimal. Look at my fucking retard spelling, too. Hatchimal, like guacamole, not hatch animal, like it's an animal. The good thing YouTube is chipper proof. Okay, so she has it. It's about the size of your salt lamp, your salt lick, or your Himalayan salt lick over there, Sonny.
yes, it is.
But I see a football. So if you took a football and you cut it
Half?
in half, maybe in three, you cut a quarter,
Yeah, I
a
agree.
quarter off, and she's tapping the egg. She looks like she was rubbing it, and it was like there's obviously some like LED lights or
Yeah,
something,
it's
and they're
lighting up,
kind of
kinda
lighting
like-
up. Okay, let's play it again. So she's rubbing it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I guess
If you were in a
different colors of
oh
lights
okay, I'm
represent
sorry.
different feelings.
The big reveal. I'm not gonna lie. If you were in a
Oh,
tough
no,
spot,
the lights have turned
sort of
green.
erotic. The way she's rubbing this and her.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's okay, little buddy. And she's kind of like
Caressing
jerking the
jerking
egg
the
off,
egg and then she
and
kinda,
she's
like,
rubbing
caresses
it
the
like
balls.
like a good blowy. And rubs the balls. Okay, so she said, if you didn't hear, okay, they retail for $55. She wants to find out if she got a white or a black Hatchimal. I don't know why it has to be so divided.
Yeah.
This fucking video, 26,000. But look at these. Smash my Hatchimal, 6.4 million, 1.2 million, 1.7 million
Wow.
views on YouTube. She said 20 minutes. You either have to play with it or rub it.
Rub it or some sort of touch, I guess. Touch over 20
I
minutes.
could last for. Don't doubt. I mean, this. If my member, if it was being caressed with this lady's hands, I wouldn't last 20 minutes.
I'll be back with results.
The way she's talking to it and everything.
It's okay, little guy.
It's okay, little guy. It is. It gets the job done.
All right, guys, it's the next day, and look at this.
Okay, so it's
My little Hatchimal is starting to hatch out of its egg.
it's hatching.
Oh my gosh.
Like the
Nice.
shell is breaking.
So
It's like the scene from Jurassic Park.
Okay, here it is.
When the Velociraptor hatches,
You can see
this is
the
it.
cracks are really starting to
So
show
the
on the edge.
it's
Oh,
actually
I think the
cracking.
time is coming
All
really
right.
soon.
She's very excited.
Wow, look at my egg now.
All right, this little
Oh my
Furby
gosh.
looking thing is kind of coming out.
Coming
You see a
out,
little
the
beak.
lights.
Is it gonna be
The
a white
top of
one?
the egg is totally hatched off, and then you just
it is
pull it off.
Ta-da!
It's a little white
Oh shit!
Whoa.
one. Oh, look at how
Wow, it like
sweet.
turned around. It's kind of animatronic
She looks
looking.
So sad. Let's see if I can take her out of the egg.
Oh, when you pull it out of the egg, this came from Japan. There's no fucking
yeah.
doubt about that.
Now I just
The big
have to
eyes. and
Where
the-
is this?
stick.
Oh,
She's cutting
so she's
something?
cutting like a plastic wrapping off of it.
the embryo?
Yeah, the
The
oh,
placenta.
hold on, it's time. Oh, it has wings, and it's kind of putting its wings out. It's doing animatronics, very Furby-esque looking.
Yeah, it is.
Do you remember the Furbies from the mid
I do.
'90s?
I do. And everyone wanted a Furby.
Cerny, we need a Chip and Cern monitor to like display these videos in the thing.
I do.
We should get one of these. Oh, it has a tail.
They're so super cute.
Wow.
Bird.
Feathers.
So it looks like an owl, sort of.
Yes. I think it
Okay.
is.
Oh, I think
Jesus Christ. Where do we fucking get one of these?
very
We could do a
Now-
Chip
now
and
I'm
Cern
pretty-
show pod with hatching and a Hatchimal, talking dirty to it.
So now I'm kind of mad at myself because I saw him. Mm-hmm. And I thought, oh, that's kind of a cool idea, but then I bypassed it.
How much were they? How much was it?
I don't remember seeing it. I just remember looking
You
at
just
it. and
remember
going,
seeing
oh,
it.
okay, that's a good idea.
Well, I mean, remember when like the Furby and the Tickle Me Elmo and that shit came
Oh, yeah.
out? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, people went apeshit over it. $70 at Toys R Us in store, sold out, sold in store only. Okay, sold out on ToysRUs.com. $70 though, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Hatchimals.com. Okay, we don't need your fucking commercials.
I saw something on,
Walmart,
think
Target.
I think it was the news, where these some brothers bought a bunch of them,
Oh,
and they're
yeah,
upselling them.
that's a good idea.
And people are getting all pissed, like, you ruined Christmas.
Oh.
I go, fuck you.
Well, I mean, I guess the problem with having kids now is like they're going to see these things on commercial, and
Oh, it's never ending.
they're going to need it.
Santa
or
has
else.
a list at least a mile long with
No.
Jeffrey.
Do you get some prioritization done on the list? Like, do you say you pick your top 3 on here?
I do it for him because I kind of know.
Yeah.
Sometimes
you know what
he
you
just
bought
says-
already?
Yeah. Yeah. Some of it's one of those, I want it because I just see it.
Right.
I'm like, you're not going to play with that shit.
Yeah.
But tell Santa, like, yep, I'll let him know.
Right. Well, fucking relay right to Santa. Now, you know what I did see? I saw the elf on the shelf. I was going to pick one up for you guys. Do you need one, or
We have one, Chip. Now,
where is he?
let me give.
December.
He should be in the trash. But let me give you a tip. Don't start that.
Don't even
start that.
Dude, I saw they had outfits for it, and like all sorts of. They had a whole like display cutout for the elf on the shelf.
Okay.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Let me
Sonny.
give you the horror stories. You have to remember to do this every day. Because
Starting when?
December
December
1st. Now, there's some rules. Apparently, the kids aren't supposed to touch it in some houses. Because
Okay.
then he loses his magic.
That's good because you don't want him fucking with shit.
They can touch it in our house. I didn't know that was a rule. I mean, but there's...
Whoops.
Oops. But I don't know how many nights when I woke up and was like, oh,
Night terrors.
well, I forgot to, and
Yeah.
then
Because they would call you out on it.
there was times I came downstairs and I saw the fucking thing sitting on where, because the kids
Yeah.
always put it back where, and they're
What do you mean
coming
put it
down.
back?
They put it back on the mantle. Sorry.
Oh, so so kids come down the stairs. They hunt for the elf.
The elf.
Then they put him on the mantle.
Yeah.
Okay.
or sometimes we'll stage like he's doing something weird or whatever.
And you've seen the Facebook things. He's like taking a shit. And it's a Hershey Kiss, or
Yeah.
he's throwing up and all drunk and all this shit.
Yeah. So there was a couple times, more than once, where I went downstairs first, and they're coming downstairs, and I took the fucking thing and I just threw it somewhere. Wherever we landed is where it was going to be.
Like, why is he upside down and in the tree? He's crazy. Fool got drunk on a fucking Moscow Mule. You went on a Moscow Mule binge.
With a bender.
And does he end after Christmas?
Christmas, he's done.
Okay. And the whole premise is he's like a messenger from Santa?
I don't know the whole premise.
Oh.
I didn't start this. I didn't really even investigate.
Let me investigate.
Okay.
Wikipedia. Elf on the Shelf. Let's see here.
It's
now, or do you have to buy a new one every year, or
no? We pack it up and just basically say his powers are lost until December.
It's a 2004 children's picture book. Okay. Yeah, I want the. Oh, it's received some criticism. Okay. A marketing juggernaut dressed up as tradition. That is all Christmas.
Yeah.
One shouldn't be, quote unquote, bullying your children into thinking good behavior equals gifts. Really?
Who says bullying?
The Washington Post.
Oh, well.
Well.
Suck my dick.
Yeah. Suck my dick.
I will bully as I please.
Let me... Okay, so this is... Wikipedia is not much help. So thanks for nothing, Wikipedia.
For nothing.
We already watched one YouTube video. We can't go on another...
Let's watch Elf on the Shelf.
Right, that's on the shelf fucking thing. So this kind of brings us to what we sort of intended to talk about for this pod. Is, well, with the holidays around, there's lots of people, and we discussed, and my friends even text me, and he said, well, for Thanksgiving, did you follow your own advice of not getting too drunk and, the advice that we gave, which we probably already forgot. One, I remember specifically shitting all over buying a big TV on Black Friday and how stupid that was. Breaking news, folks. I got myself a nice 70-incher.
What? Okay.
Well, and it was like, and I'm like, I'm going to look like such an asshole because on the pod I said...
You don't want to buy that shit.
Right, you don't buy it.
They mark it down, I believe is what you said.
Yeah. But, Cerny, the deal was really good.
It was a good deal. It was a Vizio, too.
Now,
70-inch.
Right.
It wasn't a 69-inch.
Yeah, it wasn't some weak-ass shit. But the reason why is because I think, in general, they're trying to, spread Black Friday out from just on one day to, they want it to be Black Week.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. And
I think you're right because they had online
right
or some started on Wednesday. Yeah,
I went to Target on Wednesday and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can buy these Beats, Power Beats or whatever right now on Black Friday special."
That's right.
Oh, okay. So I saw some tweet come across. It was like this Vizio TV that was marked down from $1,400 to $1,000. It was going to be $1,000 on Black Friday. Best Buy already put it on sale. This was on Tuesday.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, that's better than...
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Alley. So I moved on some of these items. But anyway. But Thanksgiving, I'm mostly, other than not doing that, I followed my advice. I mixed more water in with my wine. I made wine... couple big glasses of water, wine, and then I was cool to go.
I did too. I had one beer, and then I think I went to water.
Yeah, some people at my party didn't heed the Chip and Stern show advice.
Oh,
got a little turned. Which
obviously not a listener. So now we've marked him.
Yeah.
We've marked him as a non-listener, non-follower.
A scarlet, what do we put on their door? Sorry, an X out of blood?
Yeah.
Lamb's blood.
Yeah. Lamb's blood.
Was that in the Bible? What was that?
Those were Passover.
Okay.
The I believe, I'm sure I'm wrong, but the spirit was going to kill the firstborn, right? And so they were marked with the lamb's blood to pass over their car. Their car. Their house.
If you didn't want your firstborn killed, how did you get the blood?
I don't know. I had to go murder a lamb somewhere.
Yeah. Fucking
sure the neighbor's pissed. Like, where the fuck all my lambs go?
Or lamb genocide of 920. Or when was this 80 or BC, do you think? This is probably.
I think this
is
BC.
BC.
I think this is BC.
Damn. So negative 700. Year 704. The Great Lamb Genocide of 704. Negative 704.
Imagine you had a farm. What?
Yeah. Like, well, Cerny's making a great living as a lamb farmer, and then the fucking lamb genocide comes along. Right. No, motherfucker.
No, is this a tradition? No!
Right. This is not an every year thing. Is it going to be like a Black Friday? Oh. And then, yeah. So fucking silly. Some of these stories that they, anyway. Don't want to piss my nana off now. Well, the kids are at Thanksgiving, and there's a lot of this ship is fucking way.
I was like, how do we get off of this track?
We start with a Black Friday recap.
That's right.
And there's a lot of language, salty language being passed around. And now my daughter is young enough; she's just over a year. Ooh. So she's not like talking, she's just like babbling, right?
Okay.
Now there's other kids around that are 4, 3, 2. I'm not good with the ages. They're walking and they're pooping on their own accord.
Okay.
So at what point is it, because I just am like a sailor. I'll say whatever.
Okay.
I'll use foul language. I'll say inappropriate things around my daughter. Because I know that, but I know that you have to watch your mouth, your tongue, bite your tongue a little bit, because you'll get your little one going around telling, to go fuck off. They'll go tell someone. So let me hear the tip.
Here's a certain tip.
Okay.
I'm like you.
Yeah.
It kind of comes.
Yeah.
So, and I never bit my tongue.
Yeah.
So I would just say it, and eventually, I'm going to guess right around 2, she's going to say it.
She's going to start picking up.
Yeah, because
is she picking up now, do you think? Because there's a lot of shit going on. We're trying to walk. We're trying to talk.
Yeah.
Teeth.
The first time, there was a collection of shoes by the door. Mm-hmm. And I said, why is there all these fucking shoes? And I kicked them across, right?
Yeah.
And he comes running around the corner. He says, where's those fucking shoes, right?
Comedic timing sounds good.
I know. And I was like, oh, right in front of, so then, Jeffrey, we don't say that. And he'll say, but you said, I know, I could say it, but you can't say that.
So my thinking is that you tell them there's like a time and a place for this type of language, at school or in certain, I guess as adults we know, if grandma doesn't like cursing or...
I think as long as... Eventually they'll pick up as long as mama, because I get yelled at 100% of the time.
Yeah.
I think I even... No, I know I said something was an abortion.
Oh, boy.
And and
part of the football game.
Yeah, no, it was some sort of food dish, and they said that looks good. I said that looks like an abortion. And I get yelled at, and then when the election was running, something on the kids were watching Nickelodeon. They're like, "So here's what President Clinton would stands
on
for."
fucking Nickelodeon. They're talking about this.
Like, give a synopsis, like kids vote. And here's what Donald Trump stands for. His, so he does the thing. And I said, I heard he grabs pussies too, right?
Oh.
And I got yelled at for that too.
Yeah.
But I think as long as she yells, I think
so. As long as I get in trouble, it's okay.
Yeah, I get yelled at, but it's one of those. I think it's just for the moral stance of I need to correct this. Because just before you got here, we were hanging Christmas lights.
Oh, we'll have to do that.
And I think I screamed "fuck" and something or other, and was this one. So before you got here, long before, I was hanging in and I plugged them in, and half the strand was on. So I started screaming "fuck" and I ripped them off the wall and I threw them out in the street. And
good.
And then he
good
came
anger
around.
management, sir. Now I do have a question about the derail.
Yes.
How do you hang them to the gutter? I bought these like clips that you put on. It seems like a fucking hassle and a half.
I'll show you. I got the clips up there.
Okay.
You just wedge them on there, and it's perfect.
And then do I leave the clips on year round like a fucking redneck?
No, I just yank them up.
Okay.
It rips the whole clip.
Okay. Because they're like 50 is like $2 or something.
Yeah.
So
I just rip them.
they're one time use?
I just do like a snap,
like
like
Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Like,
okay. Okay.
Anyways,
Thank you.
yeah.
That was a personal. I needed to know that info.
Yeah. So I yelled "fuck" and I ripped him off the wall and I threw him on the street. So and now he's old enough where he says, "Why are you saying bad words?" I'm like, "Because I'm upset."
So he's like a little narc now. He kind of does he tattle.
You get narked. Yeah, I get narked on before.
You tell him snitches get stitches.
Well, what he said, we were playing Pokemon,
okay,
and something ran away, and I said, "The little bastard!" Right?
Yeah.
So then he repeated it. He
is
got
bastard a bad word though now?
I don't know. According to Mom, it is. So it is now. So he got yelled at. So then we were playing.
Wait, he
later.
got yelled because he said that.
I said it, and he repeated it. Right? Actually, he repeated it an hour later. I got yelled at too. Don't worry.
Okay.
Good. An hour later, he said, "Remember we were here?" And then Rhyhorn, that little bastard, ran away. I said, "Yeah, absolutely." So
now, not to call out your parenting. Now, when he says it, then do you say yes, but you can't say that, or make sure Mom doesn't hear you, or something?
So,
because that's I think that's how I would do it.
He said it in front of Mom, and she gave him the third degree, and then gave me the third degree.
Yeah,
for look what you did. I was like, "Well, okay,
wow.
Yeah." So then later on, we were playing, and he said it again. He said, "Little bastard ran away." I said, "Jeffrey, remember, we can't say that." He goes, "Don't tell Mom." I was like, "You can't tattle on me when I say it." Deal.
Right.
We're making deals with
okay, that's good. Good. That's where I'd like to see it go.
Yeah.
Deal.
So we're making deals. I think there's that theory that if they're around it and they understand it, that it's a bad word, then we may have an issue at one point in school. We haven't had one yet.
Yeah.
But he understands.
In school, right, yeah. I remember being in, it must have been like 6th grade or something, and this one kid swore like 5 times during the year, and he was like known as the fucking swearing kid, right?
Oh, okay.
Because he said shit or damn or something, and my parents were like, "Don't hang out with him," and fuck off. I didn't, but anyway. So I guess you don't. So what's the big deal about kids swearing at school?
I don't. And I got yelled at
because
playing COD.
At work, I fucking cuss all the time. Everyone cusses.
Oh, you mean No, my boss cusses.
So I mean, I get it. There's manners and certain things along those lines, but I guess you don't want a kid to tell the teacher, "Go fuck off."
Yeah.
That would be...
So I make sure that, they understand that an adult is an adult. Don't you
But you have to respect that. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. See, I'm not fit to be a parent. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Oh, don't worry. I mean, I think... we can ask the wife when we unplug here, but I'm sure I get in trouble at least 15 times a day for something that I said. Yeah.
Okay.
I think when we were playing Call of Duty, so I was telling Chip off air, I dusted off the Xbox 360 because Jeffrey's old enough to play.
Old school.
And there's Call of Duty. And he goes, "Do you know how to play Call of Duty?" I'm like, "Son, I've logged more hours in Call of Duty. You've been alive." So, of course. So we're playing, and of course, there's I put 15 bullets in the guy.
Yeah.
Shoots me once.
That happens.
I scream out "cocksucker," and and I get the you do know you're playing with a toddler. It does not matter.
Right.
We're playing live.
Was the game and sound commentation going on? Because that's where all the naughty.
No, I turned it off because I didn't want to hear them.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hear the nerds whine.
Yeah, and they say some harsh racial things on there, which is stupid, I think. But
they do.
Right. Hiding fucking 12-year-olds hiding behind a mic.
Yeah.
I'd rather be 30 hiding behind a mic. Dude. Now, do you think there's any... Because I don't know of any parent that subscribes to like, "Oh, yeah, it's okay that your kids cuss." Now, do you think there's any health or like... sciencey reasons behind this on why you shouldn't curse? I have found some interesting literature online.
So I've found some interesting literature online too to prove my point. When
this blog says
the what was it? The more intelligent and the more trustworthy people swear or something of that nature because they just
Yeah. Interesting. Well, a linguist and professor of cognitive science, Benjamin Bergen, noticed that he began using less profanity after having a child. So he started to kind of look into it a little bit. And he was wondering if avoiding profanity served any real purpose. So he started looking at some data. I don't know if Cerny's big on data as well. He didn't suggest that it's okay to indulge in any curses. And he did distinguish between using slurs and degrading language, like maybe a racial thing or whore, bitch, or thing like that.
Well, I don't do that.
Versus like fuck or damn or shit.
So fuck and shit and horse shit, I think. So
let's go through the list, Cerny.
That's usually my go-tos.
Yeah. So now I don't censor myself because I know my child won't suffer cognitive or emotional damage. I don't try to stop him from parroting me in large part because I'm not delusional enough to think that would work. But when I swear around my kin, I do provide some coaching. And I engage him in an honest dialogue. It sounds like a liberal. An honest dialogue around some words that are okay in some places and not in others. That probably is what that's what I will do. Now there's a difference.
So I wouldn't say it's so douchey as honest dialogue, but there is we can't say that.
Right. Now Cerny's not calling someone a fucking whore, slut.
No.
Well, I mean he could be, but not in front of his kids.
No.
And then that's more of a nasty. I mean, you could call someone a pretty filthy name and not curse at them and say some pretty gnarly things. Nastiness.
Usually it's motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
Which technically is what some people, it's what you are. A motherfucker.
True.
Woot woot. So
include Jim and Sarah.
Right. So there's no cognitive, or I forgot the other word, consequences for cursing in front of kids.
Start cursing everybody.
If there's other people's kids, it doesn't matter. And I've been over at some people's houses and I've said whatever and they're like, Chip. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry.
Whoops.
Well,
Whoops.
Have yourself a coaching moment after I leave. This man drank too much and his loose-lipped. But I think...
Now, I have gotten yelled at, so that brings me a good point. Someone's been over to the house, so one of the kids' friends, and I was probably watching the Rams, and I was yelling.
Rip, rip.
And rip, rip on face season. Hopefully rip, rip on Jeff Fisher, you motherfucker. Anyway.
The new quarterback did all right or no? Okay.
Offensive coordinator was fired too. So I was yelling, and I got hey, there's other kids over here. I was like, they're coming over here.
Right.
They're going to have to deal with it.
Place of worship. Now, that is another good point. Is that your responsibility? I mean, I guess you're an adult and you're a parent. Is it your responsibility to make sure other kids are being reared correctly? That's their parents' job, right?
Yeah, I see. And when, as recently, it was a high school kid. Like, don't, please, this motherfucker over here, don't tell me they ain't swearing when their parents aren't around.
Right. I'm trying to remember, do you remember when you first started swearing?
I don't. It's been so long.
I mean, you know all about my childhood.
Yes.
And how, I guess, sheltered, is a gentle way to put it. But I specifically remember going in 6th grade, we would go off to this camp for a week. And I remember it was probably my first experience of what an outside world was like. Because the school that I went to from kindergarten to the end of 8th grade was 20 kids in the same grade. So the only thing I ever experienced was these 20 kids for 8-9 years of my life growing up. And so I never really experienced other kids other than this oddly little white town. And so I went off to this other place with kids from all over the place. And I remember, I forgot what grade they were in. They're probably in high school. The counselors were... They were probably in high school, right? I would assume they're juniors or seniors.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And someone cussed, and I was like, oh, like, I kind of was taken back, and they're like, oh, yeah, say whatever the fuck you want here, or something. And the older kids were cussing. I'm like, sweet. And from that day on,
game on.
I started cussing. And now just... But I was smart enough or scrappy enough to know, like, obviously never around my parents, never anything.
Yeah.
But school, fucking free game. And around kids and stuff like... or, you know, playing on the playground or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
In high school.
Full
throttle.
I was like, please.
Would teachers get mad if you couldn't? You couldn't cuss out a teacher in high school, but if you said "damn it" or something, or shit,
there's no way.
In high school, I couldn't really see.
Not getting mad at that.
I think high school they're trying to like make you into an adult or attempt to
prepare you for the adult world.
Yeah, and the adult world has cussing in it.
Yes,
so fucking. Like Don Henley said, get over it.
Get over it.
Did he say that?
I don't know.
Let me see. Let me go. Hold on. Do we have a YouTube video? Is it?
I think at work, I say that motherfucker at least. I don't know. I don't know. I lose count. By 9 o'clock in the morning, I lose count.
Don Henley.
Get over it.
Get over it. That's how it goes. What's the song called? It's not Dirty Laundry, is it? Oh, it is. Maybe not. The Dirty Laundry. We got some music stuff coming up, too. All right. Thank you, Don. Yeah. So if you swear around your kids and they didn't turn out to be like, you know,
heathens,
serial killers or something, let us know. Tweet us at Chip and Cern Show, and we're available on most other methods of communication.
Twitter, Facebook,
email.
Well, like he just said email, but
right. Oh, I did. Yeah, pretty much anything you can find us. And we have some pretty cool stuff coming down the pike. Where's the pipe? Pipeline? Pike? What's the pike? Collaboration we're doing with Elemental Supply Co.
Pike?
Coming down the pike.
Oh.
A collaboration. Coming down the pipe?
Maybe it's pike. It's like one of those. There's one of those sayings like everyone always says home is where the heart is, but actually it's hearth.
Really?
Yeah. Your fireplace.
Okay. Thegrammarist.com. Oh, hearth?
Hearth.
Like the fireplace?
Yes. That's actually the saying.
Okay, thegrammarist.com says down the pike versus down the pipe. It's an idiom.
Idiom.
Meaning
okay.
soon to happen or appear.
I almost said idiom, but I was like, I don't want to sound like an idiot saying idiom. So.
There you go. Very good, Cerny. It was originally coming down the pike, not coming down the pipe, but both forms are now widely used and understood. Coming down the pike is a short for turnpike, which is a broad road, sometimes a toll road.
Oh.
They don't really have those on the West Coast, the best coast. They have them on the East Coast, like in Jersey. Like the turnpike of Jersey, like a fucking Springsteen song.
Yeah. The West Coast is the best.
Is it not? All right. So it could be we have something coming down the pike and the pipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll say pike. We'll be
old school.
Old school.
Okay. Because I'm going to take the turnpike home, Cerny. Where is the closest turnpike? Let me see. What do you think? What? Sacramento, it says. Stockton Boulevard? No.
That's a turnpike? That's a ghetto.
Come on. That's not... Might get your car turned upside down, and you might get piked to death. I don't know if that's a thing. Oh, anyway, we're rambling now. Okay. Check us out, chipandcernshow.com.
chipandcernshow.com, chipandcernshow@gmail.com, Twitter, Facebook. Look us up on Libsyn, iHeart, iTunes. Give us a rating.
Everything.
Tell your friend.
chipandcernshow.com/shop is a good place for some... We still have Black Friday deals going on. Meaning inventory.
Yeah.
And, let us know if there's any Yeah. Cussing. And if you got a fucking Hatchimal, let us know about that shit too.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with these things now.
Yeah,
I'm
that
going to
looks
find
pretty
one.
cool.
We got to get one on eBay, and me and Cerny will jerk it off on living Hatchimaling. Could we mic up the Hatchimal? We could.
Oh, actually, we could.
Let's fucking do it. If you have a Hatchimal or a hookup for a Hatchimal, let us know. We're doing it.
Email us.
chipandcernshow.com@gmail.com.
Just going to get the verse 2 times.
chipandcernshow@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yes. And until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.